Charlene Dietz, I go by Char, and I'm from Illinois.
And how long have you been coming to Gift of Life Transplant House? Not just as a volunteer, but overall. How many years have you been coming to Gift of Life?
Well, it's probably been, in December it will be 12 years.
That's incredible.
12 years.
And what first brought you to Gift of Life? Why did you come here in the first place?
Well, I was feeling fine, ended up with T-cell lymphoma cancer. And the Peoria doctors, after they diagnosed it, they said, we really don't know much about this kind of cancer, lymphoma. And my nephew's wife knew Dr. Witzig up here. They were a friend of the family, and so she contacted him and sent the reports. And he said, if you will come up here, I will treat her. And that was a wonderful, wonderful thing for me, and here I am.
And so how did he treat you?
He had a team put together when I came, and after they saw my case and that, they said 6 months of chemo, and if they can pull it back in remission, stem cell transplant. And at the time there was a clinical trial going on, and they said, will you be in the trial? And a clinical trial, and I said, sure. They said, we don't know if it's going to help you. And I said, that's fine. If it helps somebody else, I am more than happy to be in the trial. And I tell you, I just marvel how God led me up here and brought me through and gave these wonderful doctors the expertise.
So how many years ago was your stem cell transplant?
It will be 11, July 19th, with my it was my second birthday.
There you go.
So, no, I am so thankful. I tell you, God has been so good to me, and these doctors have been just absolutely wonderful.
Now, you were coming back for follow-up appointments, but you decided to come back for another reason. What was that reason that you wanted to come back to Gift of Life?
Well, when I knew I was going to have the stem cell transplant, Dr. Witzig said he recommended Gift of Life Transplant House to stay at while I was going through the stem cell transplant. And so we called, and they said, well, you'll have to come for a tour. So we did. Some of my family was with me, the ones that were with me, and we came and we went through the house. Just coming through the front door, everybody was so nice. And so we took the tour, very nice, and I thought, oh my. Living in a big 48 rooms here, cooking in the kitchen with all these people, I don't know. And I thought, no, sure, you with God's help, you can do it. And there was no alternative. So, so that's how I ended up coming here and staying. And while we were here, it was so different than what I thought it would be, because it definitely is like a home away from home. And the people were so nice, and cooking in the kitchen with these people, you get like family. Mm-hmm. It's like family. I just always look forward to coming back. To see the doctors, of course.
Yeah, of course.
But to come back this was my second home.
But then you called me. Like, what was it now?
Yeah.
Has it been 7 years ago that you called? 6 years ago that you called me?
It was 8 summers ago.
Okay.
And the year before, after I kept coming back for checkups, there were volunteers here like the Mennonite girls, and I thought, oh, I just wish there would be something like this close to home. I would love doing this. And, just walking beside people that are going through what I had gone through, was going through, and I don't know, I think God put it in my heart. I just wonder if they ever have long-term volunteers. And so when I asked you, and you said, well, yeah, we've never had it, but yeah, that would be. So I thought, you know what, this just sounds like something I would like to do. So I checked around, because not knowing how this was going to work, and checked around and got a little efficiency apartment across from St. Mary's, and moved. My family, I think they thought, now how long are you going to be there? And I said, oh, I'm planning about 6 weeks. They said, oh, 6 weeks. So, yeah. So I moved up here, you know, everything but the kitchen sink on this efficiency apartment. And came down here not knowing what, you know, and at the time Steve was over it, and he probably thought, I don't know if she'll ever learn how to fold these sheets and that, but you know, he was very patient with me. And I started working in laundry, and it was just, and everybody was so nice. I mean, the employees, I mean, the staff, I just fell in love with the place. And when I left, I think the first time I stayed about 6 weeks. And I mean, when I left, I left part of my heart here. It was just like, you know, and not that I didn't look forward to going home. And my family said, you know, do you ever get lonesome for us? And I said, I do, but you know what? It's just my passion. And when they have come up to visit Gift of Life, they said, Char, we see why you love it. And so that's kind of how I started coming up. And then the next year I came, and well, it was 9 weeks. And every year now it's up to about 16 weeks I come. I mean, it's like going on a working vacation. I mean, I go away feeling so rewarded. And it's just a passion of mine. And just walking with the people, especially the ones that have had stem cell transplants, it's just wonderful. And it's not like the reward and gratifying feeling I have overrides if I ever get tired. I mean, it's just, it's a challenge. I love it.